wasn't it? Double mic'd. There we are. Am I on?
No.
Yes?
No.
They say yes. Y'all say no.
I said yes.
Okay. All right. Is this on?
No.
No? I've got J. Maya's mic. All right. It's a special mic. Whew. Maybe my voice will come out like that. I don't know. Whew. I would consider myself blessed. Yes. We've all weathered the storm that was Hurricane Ian this week. We are so very blessed and so fortunate because seasons change and storms come and then they pass. And yet that day after the storm passed, the sky was brilliant blue and beautiful with such promise of a brighter day ahead. Did you go out and see that? It's amazing, isn't it? How brilliant and blue the sky is after that storm. I'm going to share a quote with you from one of my favorite authors, J.R.R. Tolkien. It was in the story plot, it's a mother talking to a young boy after he had bad dreams. And she said, "In the end, a shadow is but a small and passing thing. There is light and a high beauty forever beyond its reach. Find the light, and the shadow will not find you." I found comfort in those words. And as we help our neighbors and ourselves through the coming days and these weeks and months to rebuild, let us know a tragedy and disaster puts so much in perspective. And what is essential is what I shared with Laura Ann. To be present in each moment with each person. Nothing else is important in that time. Be love, be peace, be calm in the moment. Nothing is more needed. Be present and be love. So when I was preparing this message today about going beyond limitations and boundaries, I thought of Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister, the first human being to run a 4-minute mile. I thought of him not just as one of the great athletes of the past century, but as an innovator, a change agent, and an icon of success. And as it turns out, when he broke through a previously impenetrable track and field barrier, he taught us all that all it takes to go beyond limitations and boundaries is just to do it. Runners had been chasing that 4-minute mile goal seriously since the late 1800s, and that challenge involved the most brilliant coaches and the most gifted athletes here in the United States, in Europe, in Australia. For years, milers had been striving against the clock, but the elusive 4 minutes had always beaten them. It had become as much a psychological barrier as a physical one. And like any unconquerable mountain, the closer it was approached, the more daunting it seemed. As it turns out, Roger was an outlier, an iconoclast, a full-time student who had little use for coaches and the normal way of doing things. So he created his own training and race preparation. He was constantly criticized by the media in Great Britain for his lone wolf approach. He was urged to switch to a more conventional regimen of training and coaching. But he was a man with an intention, a man with a plan. He dreamed it. He definitely aligned himself with what he wanted to achieve better than anyone else before him. He stayed with his own intentional way of training, and on a cold day, on a wet track at a small meet in Oxford, England, with imperfect conditions. He ran the perfect race. Before a crowd of just a few thousand people, he ran a mile in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. At last, somebody did it. He went beyond. And once the world saw it could be done, you know what happened? Others did it. Even though no one could do it, it was considered unattainable. It was considered not humanly possible. But just 46 days later, John Landy, an Australian runner, broke that record by running in 3 minutes and 58 seconds. And then just a year later, 3 athletes broke the 4-minute barrier in the same race. And then over the last half of the century, more than 1,000 runners broke the 4-minute barrier. That barrier that had once been considered hopelessly out of reach, not humanly possible. It only took a man who set an intention and allowed it to happen. As an athlete, you train to push past limitations. You train to experience brave new horizons. You train fearlessly to reach your goal. You push through mental and physical limitations. Limitations and boundaries are self-made. They only exist at the point you have convinced yourself it is not safe to continue past your comfort zone. You limit yourself by living in that comfort zone where growth cannot happen. You must stretch yourself like the caterpillar in the chrysalis to become the butterfly. Okay, now y'all seeing a theme? I'm just building a staircase with each message and go back and bring you up and remind you, oh yeah, you've heard that before. So stretch yourself and live in the truth that the world is limitless. Possibilities are infinite and there are no boundaries. We, you and I, have the power to go beyond all limitations and all boundaries because we are the creator of those limitations in the first place. You can live your life in your comfort zone, that comfort zone you created from bias and fear, or you can live life present in the moment, embracing beyond. Beyond. As your day unfolds into the great beyond, be free to be present with each moment, expanding into what is yours to do, just like Roger Bannister did. He knew it was his to do, and he knew it was going to get done in his way, in his time. His way, not the limited way of the experts. Living limitless, living beyond boundaries, living present in the moment, each moment. That is spirituality. And what I want for you, I want to see you do that in your spiritual life as well. Push beyond. Push through your own mental and physical limitations. Set your intention. Be brave. Be different. Be bold. Live each day fearlessly. Live each day fiercely. Live each day being present. Be present in the moment and let the moment unfold into the great, beautiful, and breathtaking experience it is. Lean in. Lean in each moment, one moment at a time. And then, when you least expect it, on a dreary, rainy day, you connect to the Creator's mind. And there are infinite possibilities and endless opportunities. No limits, no boundaries. That, my beloved, that is living a spiritual life beyond all boundaries. True freedom and enlightenment are so very close, and all you must do, all you need do, is choose to be present in your everyday life. Be present, be love, and be peace. And our beautiful Sandra is such a beautiful example of that. What a walking miracle. And what a person that is present in each moment, being love and being peace. And I would see her walking, coming to meditation out in the park. And I know she's struggling to get there with the walker. And I'd ask if she needs help. And she'd say, no, I don't need help. It's a beautiful day. I'm doing great. She's present in every moment, living every moment to the fullest. That is spirituality. That is being a spiritual person. We learn it in times of disaster. We experienced it just this week, being present. Because as I said before, it's really all we can do when the storm is raging. And it's really all you need to do. Be present in the chaos that is the storm of life. Be present, be love, be peace. It's your choice. Any boundaries that exist in your life are of your own making. For you are a divine child of God. You do not inherit sickness, and you do not inherit limitations. Things may seem impossible when you look at the finite constructs you place in your life. When you know for certain that you are a vibrational being, living a spiritual life, and you power up, like Emmanuel said, and you raise those vibrations, you know then that I'm possible rather than being impossible. And there are no limits and no boundaries. It's my purpose to be here for you and to light a path that is always your choice, a path to greater understanding of who you are spiritually, an understanding that can reverberate through your entire life. It's a way of living with and using tools of practical spirituality in your life every day, every moment. These disastrous events, they bring us to understand and know what is important. They show us that the way to live that spiritual life is to be present for all the moments, each and every moment of your life. In that spiritual growth, you find spirituality rather than religiosity. Set your intention to I'm possible, and there are no limitations, no boundaries. I'm possible. Establish an intention to rise out of your comfort zone and allow your life to become all that it truly is. The universe will match your vibration, and there will be no limitations and no boundaries. And that, my friend, is how you go beyond. That is how you go beyond all limitations and all boundaries, to awaken to who you truly are and awaken to your true purpose. Are you ready? Are you ready to go beyond your own set of limitations, your own limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, and your own emotions? Are you ready to untether from the bonds that hold you back, keeping you in your comfort zone? Don't block yourself from the light. Breathe in that divine life force energy and let your light radiate out to the world, and untether yourself from limitations and untether yourself from darkness. That quote from J.R.R. Tolkien can take on a new meaning. In the end, a shadow is but a small and passing thing. There is light and high beauty forever beyond its reach. Find the light, and the shadow will not find you. You let that light and that high beauty that is forever beyond all limitations and all boundaries, you let that light radiate from you, and all is well. And so it is.